All right. So today is leg day, but it's also squat day too. So how this is going to work, right? I just did this early, but basically how this is going to work is I'm going to combine, you know, the heavy squat strength, whatever, plus the leg day because I can't do it later. Um, and I don't feel like moving it tomorrow. So, or I'm moving the leg day to tomorrow. So, I'm just going to combine them. So I'm going to do the squat, strength squat crap first, right? And then I'm going to do the leg day. Quad. I'm going to do quads after. So obviously, for quads, I'm not going to be squatting again. Because that would just, I don't know. In my mind, that's dumb. For someone else, you know, who wants to do that, sure, go ahead, do that. In my mind, that's just me. Anyway, so yeah, combining the strength squat thing and then quads. So start off with get the strength stuff out of the way, since I'm nice and fresh, and then do quads. Hopefully quads don't take that long. Um, yeah, so I can't do it later because I'm gonna have a late night tonight. Um, so I'm gonna be busy later. Um, and then tomorrow's lift, depending on if I can get away with it or I don't know. You know what? I don't know. It's either gonna be in the morning or in the evening. We'll see. Excuse me. Um, yeah. So honestly, I don't know. Honestly, I'm like pretty focused on squats right now. So let's do some heavy squats and then destroy the quads. All right. So why ending it early? Well, for one, I smoked the shit out of my legs. Holy crap. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. Holy crap. I honestly don't even know if I'm gonna be able to do quads. Um, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do quads. So, holy crap, dude. Um, also, but the other thing is that this actually took longer than I thought it was going to. So, that's the other reason because I'm on a time crunch. I got a lot of crap to do and not a whole lot of time to do it. So, yeah. But anyway, um, so either here, oh crap, here's how this is gonna go. So basically, I'm either going to hit quads tomorrow morning or tomorrow evening, or I'm gonna hit chest. So, um, if my legs feel good when my legs feel good tomorrow morning, then we'll hit quads. And if they feel good tomorrow evening, then I'll hit quads. So either basically, if they feel good tomorrow, we're gonna be hitting quads. So I'm pushing quads to tomorrow and just keeping today the strength series, whatever day it is for sure. So, and when I start doing bench, I'm not gonna change like the day number of of it. I'm gonna keep it continued. So like even though I'm switching from squat to bench in like probably a week, um, even though I'm switching, I'm still gonna I'm not gonna change it back to day one just because I'm switching the movement. It's still gonna be strength series day, whatever. So yeah. But yeah, if my quads no, my quads feel like crap, then we'll hit we'll hit chest. So but anyway, on the topic of today, everything I just did, pretty freaking good. I mean, I wasn't so I thought about it. Well, I was thinking about was for like 3 rep, whether I should do 275 or 295. And I was like, you know what? And well, at first I was gonna do 275, so that way I wouldn't waste my potential at 315. And then I was like, you know what? 245 felt pretty light, but that was just up here talking to me. That turned out to not be so true. So, but hey, I was really satisfied with the fact I hit, even though it was just 2 reps and it was just one more rep than 1 rep. You know, pretty cool to me. So, but the only reason I even went attempted 315 was because I hit 2 reps on 295. But that's what uh took the potential of any sort of 315 rep out of my legs, was hitting that, was even doing 295. I should have I should have listened to myself and done 275 instead. Because then I most definitely would have hit 315. Because the second I put it on my back, I'm like, yeah, that's not going up. Like this, and as I went down with it, I'm like, yeah, this is not going up. So, but everything else though, yeah, that was well, not just everything else, everything in general was pretty good. So yeah, I don't know what it is, but it's like I'm getting better at squatting. It's like I like it too. So like I used to have, it still happens sometimes because I mean on the 315, part of me thinks that if I like really pushed it, like really pushed it, like tried to give, like 110%. I part of me feels like I could have hit that rep, and then another part of me feels like I couldn't have. So you know, it is what it is. But hey, I know at the end of the day, I know I can still hit 315. So yeah, like I said, if I had done 275, I would have hit 315 easy. So yeah. Anyway, oh, on the ISO holes with that 380, I was like, holy crap, this is kind of heavy, dude. I was like, wow. I was like, I am not squatting this anytime soon. Because the second of even like lifting it up from here, I was like, damn, you know, it's, that's freaking heavy. But, as long as I keep training hard, keep doing the strength stuff, keep lifting, obviously, then you know numbers are gonna start flying. So, I mean, I'm I would like to see a 405 squat and hopefully break the 245 mark on bench by the time I turn 18, which is in 5 months, basically. Well, 4 months and 15 days. I don't know. Something like that. But anyway, yeah. So that's all I got for now. I'm pretty tired. Um, oh, another thing I just remembered. Finally got the chance to get a raw weight reading this morning. 147, 3 pounds away, and that's in what 20. Today would technically be day 22 of the bulk. So I mean, 22 days starting from 140 point whatever. Pretty freaking cool. Pretty freaking cool. And it wasn't like 147.1 or 147. It was 147 flat. So I was like, oh wow, that's pretty cool. So, and that was like, you know, getting all the waste and stuff out of my system, not drinking any water, empty stomach. That was a straight raw reading of 147, which I was like, wow. And last time I logged my weight was, I think it said April 12th. So that's in what 14? Yeah, 14 days. So in 2 weeks, I've gained, I think it was 142.3. So that would be 4.7, 4.7 pounds. Wait, yeah, 4.7 pounds. So in 2 weeks, I've gained that much. Pretty freaking cool, in my opinion. So, something I've been thinking about as of recently is, what would I cut down to once it gets, well, let me put it like this. What I've been thinking about is whether I'm even going to cut down or not. But I guess what it depends on is, like, when it gets to a point that it's hard to, actually. Um, the word was in my mind and then it left. Reach my calorie goal. Obtain. There we go. Once it actually gets hard to like continuously, like every single day, reach my calorie goal, obtain it, that's when I'll probably start cutting. And I don't think I'm gonna cut to 140, probably like 145. Like I said, I'm only doing it just to reset my system a little bit. Now, eventually, is there gonna be like a legitimate cut down to something? Yeah, you know, but I'm not thinking about that right now. I'm just thinking about the short term, you know. So something you might be wondering is like, what's all this leading up to? So instead of trying to bulk straight to 200, I'm doing it in increments. So, 150, cut down 5, so back to 145. Bulk to either 155 or just straight to 160. If possible, I'd like 160. So, you know, bulk to 160, cut down 5. So basically, like, just continuously repeating that. So, bulk, you know, well, eventually it's going to start being a 15-pound bulk once I start the mini cut from 160. I mean 150. Oh, crap. Eventually it's going to start being a 15-pound bulk increment, and then 5-pound cut each time. So yeah, but other than that, I keep wanting to stand up. I'm getting antsy. But yeah, other than that, that's all I got. So I'll see you sometime tomorrow for either quads or chest. We'll see. Just depends on how my quads. Just depends on how my legs feel, not just my quads. Yeah, just depends on how my quads feel. So I'll see you tomorrow.